Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Well, I got to tell you, every time I turn around, there's like a new announcement. Something is going on all the time. Suit just told me that Congress is shutting down for the next month. The stock market started off so bad today. They're like, all right, close it down. This is terrible. I'm losing all my money. Oh, my God, I'm rich. I don't know. I'm going to end the day. I'm going to be poor. I'm not going to have anything left. They freaked out and just shut it down. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's like you're in a movie. It really feels like this can't be real.
Right?
This can't
Contagion.
be real. It's got to be a dream, right? I mean, this is some heavy shit.
It's definitely a weird vibe. I don't remember this with the other ones, the bird flus and the
No.
other ones that have kind of happened.
I can't tell if people want to laugh or do they want to feel panicked.
I think they want both. I think they
I
just
don't
want to
feel
have
panicked.
balance.
I want to laugh.
I think they want to be informed, but still be able to live their life.
But there's some people who think if you're laughing, you don't care, you're not taking it seriously, and I disagree. That's just how some of us deal with this kind of shit, baby.
No one can tell you how to deal with it. You deal with it however you feel best. But don't jump nobody's shit for them handling it differently, because we are all set different.
Mm-hmm. You're set a little hot today.
I am, but
Yeah, you can tell Virginia's at a different level today.
I always err on the side of, okay, I'm a little bit more panicked
Her
than most.
tweak-o-meter is
It was up
it's
there.
pegged.
So
It's in the red today.
I own it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you guys were kind of touching on the stock market there. I kind of learned this week, I guess they have what they call circuit breakers, which are different levels of panic if it drops off a ton. So when it falls 7%, it shuts down for 15 minutes to try and stop the bleeding. I've never seen that, or at least heard of it happening before. It's happened twice this week.
Wow.
In the last few days. So it's really affecting everything.
Well, everything was going great.
Yeah, it was way up. It's
in
down
the world.
This morning, it was down like 1,700 points as soon as it opened, the Dow Jones. So.
Yeah, I mean, 2-3 weeks ago, the economy, everything's going great, and that's the reason why it's politicized is that when the economy's going well, it's better for the incumbent president. And I'm sure you probably saw that one little thing going. You ever notice these diseases always happen in election years?
You kind of sound like Bruce Willis right there.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wind up with this hairline one day.
Die Hardest. Have they done that one yet? Die Hardest.
I don't think so.
They've done a lot of Die Hard movies.
They just keep adding a number to it.
I stopped watching them all. Is it that Bruce Willis, John McClane, does he keep running into terrorists, or do the terrorists now seek him out because he's so damn good? See what I'm saying?
I think he keeps running into them.
Does he bumble into like, oh my God, I can't believe it, the 5th time a terrorist attack, or do they?
What are the odds?
I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn. I haven't seen the whole franchise.
You'd stop hanging out with that guy.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
noticing a trend. Every time you go outside or get on a plane, there's terrorists involved. I don't think I'm going to travel with you. Of course, the other thing that's kind of crazy, and these Simpsons predictions are now getting to the level of annoying. Now they're trying to correlate because, recently they'd had the one where they said, the Simpsons in 93 predicted the coronavirus. And it was something where it was a virus. It was packed in a box in China. It opens up. Homer gets it. But it was this post. And then the news thing, they even put the word coronavirus on there to make it look like it was in that Simpsons font that they write on. And people are like, okay, that part was fake. Yeah, I guess they did something. But I mean, it's nothing new to have a disease that originates in Asia, bird flu and the SARS and all that kind of stuff. We've been dealing with for a long time, so that's not a first. So, I mean, I wouldn't go all crazy and say, oh, the Simpsons predicted another one. Now they're saying that the Tom Hanks coronavirus diagnosis was predicted in the Simpsons movie from 2007 when there's a line where he says, "This is Tom Hanks saying, if you see me in person, please leave me be." He was predicting he was going to be quarantined. No, come on.
All these stretches are annoying.
It is. Come
on.
Talking annoying and stretches and predictions, Kardashians.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
He's already trying to deal with the corones. Now you're going to hit him with the Kardashians?
Yeah, they're starting something saying, in 2008 in Sylvia Browne's book, End of Days, she predicted the coronavirus. The excerpt claimed that a severe pneumonia-like illness would occur globally in 2020, and Kim Kardashian shared a photo of the circled passage to Twitter and then copied it to her Instagram stories, and that became a big deal.
There's the best 3 clips on the internet of her getting it wrong so bad live on TV.
Yeah, she's notorious for it, yeah.
It is really comical how badly she fucks up these readings. And then Montel Jordan tries to...
This is how we do it.
Montel
This
Williams.
is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Yeah.
Montel Williams
This is how we do it.
tries to defend it and tries... All right, can you shut up?
No, I'm jamming over here. You said Montel Jordan. I'm going to get it.
But now I'm a big G. $100 bills, y'all.
We can't sing longer than 10 seconds. We'll get kicked off.
Don't worry. No one will confuse this for the original recording.
Yeah, Sylvia Browne wrote that the illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself would be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attack again 10 years later, and then disappear completely. This book was published 5 years before her 2013 death at the age of 77.
Oh, she's dead?
She dead.
AF.
Damn, I didn't know.
Have been for 7 years.
Did I knew that and I forgot? Maybe.
Yeah.
You are not psychic.
Definitely not.
Snopes.com did point out that the SARS virus had occurred a few years before she published the book and might have inspired the passage. Her description of a pneumonia-like illness that attacks the lungs and bronchial tubes seems to describe the respiratory illness fairly well. However, there are similarities. So, anyway. But a lot of people are trying to say, look, Dean Koontz, his book, Eyes of Darkness. And that described a strain of man-made microorganism called Wuhan 400. That seems to be the one that's the closest because it started
if you
in
called
Wuhan.
it Wuhan, that's pretty close.
That's the one that, of all these that I've seen, that's the one I like the most. I'm like, yeah, maybe that one. Do you have to
the
pee
matter
or
with
something?
you?
I'm having the worst Charlie horse in my back right now. I apologize. Was I?
Yeah, you're slamming the table and flailing around
Yeah, and you're like,
moaning.
do we pay attention to this guy or do we continue talking or?
Do we call you an
I'm
EMT?
sorry. I apologize. I didn't realize my own noise.
She's falling apart, Kevin.
Oh, I know. Right before our very eyes. It's not her laptop, it's her.
I think it might be from yesterday's falling.
You did
Yeah,
fall pretty
lot.
hard.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
I really did. As you were, Kevin. I'll stop doing in the microphone.
I don't think you can.
And then you posted that video where you're trying out kids' toys, and somebody's like going, anybody ever wonder why his back is so bad?
Oh, I've never wondered why.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I hear you. Look, I get it. I'm a fucking idiot.
At least you're self-aware.
That I am.
I think we're all fucking idiots.
Diane said, I feel like you've been sort of downplaying the coronavirus, particularly because young, healthy people seem to recover pretty quickly. Maybe that's just how your way of keeping people from panicking, but young, healthy people should still be cautious because they can unknowingly pass it on to someone who is not so young or healthy. I'm 40, but I have an immune deficiency, and I'm very worried about this. Yes, people can do what they want, but let's not be reckless and irresponsible. Someone you care about might become seriously ill or worse. Please don't encourage your listeners to treat this like it's not a big deal, even if it's not a big deal for some. It's very concerning for many people, and everybody can make an effort to keep this disease from spreading further. Still love your show, though. Stay safe. Dude.
Okay, we will retract the holy fuck panic.
No, they want more of that.
That's what I'm saying. I just gave it to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they want all that stuff. Yeah, I've got, people are trusting me. People are sending me stuff. The one thing, like, I got one article here. Somebody's like, oh, you got to read this stuff. But it looked like more of a blog.
Yeah.
Than anything else. And I'm like,
people are going to write fake stories and put them on social media to scare you, to get clicks.
Right.
You got to go to the World Health Organization.
Yeah.
You got to go to the CDC. You got to go to legitimate news sources that you know and trust, and they're even making fake stories to look like it's from legitimate news source.
Right.
You got to go yourself to the websites that you know and trust, and that's where you get your information.
That's true. So we got that. We just, we want people to, be diligent. Of course, that's what we've been encouraging for the most part. There is be diligent, but this is a comedy-based show, and I got to tell you too, there are a lot of people that it's very interesting. Just checking in. To me, the one question that really sums up a lot of people's feelings and the split right down the middle on it, honestly, oddly enough, is that Orlando theme park question. Should the Orlando theme parks immediately close for the coronavirus? And we got 126 votes, so it's not a massive sample, but 48% are saying yes. And then 52 are saying no. So, that goes to show you that half the people out there are like, all right, yeah, I'm going to do my due diligence and be wary of viruses and germs, but I'm not going to, radically change my life and be crazy.
Kind of like that tattoo debate we had the other day. Kind of down the middle.
It is kind of down the middle.
You live your life, but don't tell me how to live mine. That should be everybody's motto. You do what you got to do, but don't tell Disney that they got to shut down. Let Disney decide when Disney wants to shut down. Am I going? Hell no.
Just live your life. Get your los papers.
Well, some people just call it irresponsible because you're part of creating the environment that's going to spread the virus.
People know the virus is out there. If they choose to go to Disney right now, that's on them.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to piss somebody
It's
off.
a free world. You can make your own choices and your own mistakes.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Virginia is just fucking fired up
I
today.
know.
She is. I don't know. It's the jacket. You kind of look like you're in a motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Might be the leather. I think the leather is getting her going.
Kind of getting a Fonzie vibe as well. Hey.
Yeah.
The jacket does give me a little false confidence. I'm not going to lie.
The false confidence.
I'm going to walk into a meeting like, what?
It's like after your third beer. Yeah, you know what? I am going to say something.
What'd you say?
Yeah, so places closing down, that's the biggest deal is this year. You're going to be faced with a lot of things that you want to do and things going to be happening in life that, aren't. I got perspective to this and didn't even really think, with the NBA games closing down, that's, for a lot of people, that's their livelihood.
Sure.
And I'm not talking about the millionaires on the court. I'm talking about everybody else who's associated with it.
The guy that works in the concession stands and sells you the nachos, making $8-9 an hour.
Yeah.
That guy is going to be crippled.
Yeah. And talking about the city of Atlanta that had the Final Four for March Madness. Think about that, from the guy who works the front desk at the hotel to everybody else who was maybe a cab driver, Uber driver, whatever, thinking, I'm going to be making tons of money. Bars, restaurants, things like that. Yeah, it's just that to me is that's what matters about this is there's going to be, I think everybody's going to financially feel something.
Yeah, everybody's going to feel something. Some people are going to be completely crippled by it.
Yeah, whether stock market or cancellations or something like that. It's going to be something. We got an email from our bud Tyler in Cullowhee, North Carolina. He said, I just found out that my spring break was extended another week. And face-to-face classes is going to be transitioned out at Western Carolina University, where he listens to us. So
Interesting.
WCU.
Western Carolina. Doesn't work, does it?
No.
That'd be a terrible jingle.
That would be terrible.
Terrible.
I just want to sing today.
Well, Heather and Stuart love to hear it. She said, I got to say, Jason's jingles are so catchy, and I just love them. They get stuck in your head, and you can't help but sing them. I'm thinking he needs to look into becoming a jingle writer on the side because he can't leave KVJ.
I agree. Get that side hustle, Jingle Boy.
I like that. I kind of like that name.
Jingle
Hashtag
Boy.
Jingle Boy.
Jingle Jason.
How
about Jingle Jason?
Gosh, I don't know. It's kind of cheap. I kind of like it though.
No, but you got to have a cheesy name if you're in jingles.
You're right.
Jingle Jason would be big.
You're right.
Like people would remember that imprints.
Make sure there's not already a Jingle Jason.
There has to be. There's no. Every time you think of a good idea,
If there is, let's fight him.
There's not. That'd be a great.
Let's fight him
Jingle
for the
Jason
name.
could be a big business
Jingle
for you.
Jason.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, I got a
Thank
little
you,
side
Heather.
hustle going. The Corone's coming. Let's talk up some money.
Yeah, we all. Hey, trust me, I'm gonna be looking for a side hustle. I gotta pay them freaking room fees.
I'd love to go into business with you, both of you.
Okay.
Both of yous.
Let's do it.
Let's do some jingles, Jason.
I'd love to I'd love to own a franchise.
I've got some ideas.
You do.
Yeah, me and you have talked about some of them
Oh,
already,
I know.
Ralston.
Yeah.
I got plenty of ideas for us to have a side hustle here and there.
Right now,
Does that involve the bird?
Absolutely.
right now, I just want to work with Jingle Jason.
Jingle Jason, let's do this shit.
Are you sure you're not stealing somebody's name?
I gotta Google it.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
we'll work on that later.
Yeah.
Got an email here from Deanna. Said, saw this on Facebook, a new Reese's Muffin. How about that? If you want to check it out, it's on delish.com. Reese's
Reese's Muffin.
Yeah.
That's a sexy candy. That's the kind of candy bar you could melt and put on a body and lick it off.
It's a muffin, though?
A muffin you could, you could eat that.
Yeah, there's Reese's filled muffins.
The Reese's is in the muffin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing. They do, yeah. And there's also peanut butter cup cookies.
Ooh.
It's like a cookie baked all around the Reese's cup perfectly. It's almost like you made a cookie cup and then you put the Reese's cup inside the cookie cup.
That is just my game.
Wow.
Fuck, man, it's the baked goods. That's what really puts on the back. It's the baked goods that gets me.
He's having a moment.
It's not even the carbs.
Calm down, Jingle Jason. You're getting yourself all upset. I don't see any Jingle Jason. I think it's free and clear.
There you go.
It's yours. It's yours.
These Reese's stuffed cupcakes look amazing. They're a chocolatey cupcake, and they've got a Reese's cup at the bottom of it. And then the top, it's got like a peanut buttery icing drizzled with chocolate. And then you have another small little chocolate Reese's cup on top of the muffin.
Fat Kevin, can you say drizzle again?
Drizzle.
Yeah.
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 Wow. You got to just come here and take a look at this photo real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
He's going to drizzle.
And keep your pants on.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would do it for you, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Deanna.
What candy bar would y'all bring in the bedroom if you had to? If you were into that kind of shit?
I know it's controversial, but
Where am I putting this candy bar?
Anywhere you want.
bend over. Let me show you.
That ain't chocolate.
I'm bringing a Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. It's a sturdier.
They're harder.
Butterfinger bang.
They're harder. They really.
It's a sturdier candy
It is
bar.
sturdier. Yeah.
Butterfinger bang.
You can
That
get-
might snap off inside of you, though. And that could be troublesome.
Send him down there to get
That's
it.
a fun one to
Hey,
go
did
get.
you notice the whole candy bar did not come out?
Only a fun size came out.
Yeah. That'd be alarming.
Bobbing for Butterfingers.
Interesting game. Yeah.
I'm going to push while you suck.
You go Butterfinger. What about you, Fat Kev? If you were into candy bars and sex stuff, what would you bring in?
He doesn't have either.
I
It's
know.
such a hard game.
He's so foreign. I'm
He's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
He's struggling.
He really was.
He's like,
Bless your heart.
Bless your
how
heart.
does any of this stuff work? Topics you don't get.
It's an out there topic. I apologize.
It's great for everybody else. Don't.
Oh, Megan in the chat room. Magic shell bikini.
Oh.
That is a good one.
Doesn't it need to be cold to harden, though?
Well, heat that thing up.
Okay.
What?
Well, I don't know.
Magic Shell was fantastic. I love that. It has to be all chemicals, though.
It's got to be the worst thing you can put in your body.
But yeah, I loved it. Oh my gosh, Fat Kevin loved Magic Shell.
The concept was cool because it came out when we were kids and we were just like, what the hell? This is awesome.
Well, it gets all hard.
Yeah.
And then you let it melt in your mouth.
Oh, how hard does it get?
Oh. The chocolate is just erect.
Erect.
He was searching for a word.
I couldn't find any other word. My brain just broke.
I hear you. Got an email here from Gidget. Said, I heard y'all talk about the Corey Feldman documentary. I just watched it, and if anything, he helped change a few sex abuse laws.
Okay.
That's good.
The documentary was very interesting and surprisingly informative. Also wondered if you have watched the Sloan Bella YouTube episode on Corey Haim and what she says regarding River Phoenix.
No.
Okay. That's like to be continued, I guess.
I'll look into it. I mean, I'm pretty well. I'm pretty up on Corey Feldman stuff. It's weird. So the people who love Feldman, they love him. They're gonna die for him. And then there's people who really, yeah, he does.
I'd like to meet this person who's going to die for Corey Feldman.
It's the Feld fam.
I feel like we need to sit down and talk.
It's the Feld fam.
We just need to have a little discussion.
They defend him to the death, and then he gets a lot of haters.
He does.
Well, he does some stuff, I think, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to explain that part.
I know.
Just the person who's going to die for him. That's the person I want to have a
That might have
conversation
been a
with.
little over the top.
Okay. Well, got this from the Dickie Jason. Said, I took your advice. I watched the KVJ After the Show podcast or show on my 65-inch flat screen. I don't think it was possible, but Vicious V, a.k.a. Pink Lies, is even more beautiful on the big screen. She should have been a movie star. Oh. But I did notice it with Kevin. He'd be a movie star, but more the villain. And I had the closed captions on. I'm not sure if that was supposed to come up like that, but there's the photo. And apparently closed captioned in my brain was, I like murder.
I mean, that's not even your most murderous picture.
No, I know.
There's a look you do, and it I don't know, the camera catches your eyes in mid-murder form. It's amazing.
Try to hide it, but it always comes out.
That one, the best picture ever is do you remember the baseball card he did where he's got the bat and his eyes are just
that was terrible.
Zoned in on the victim.
Terrible.
Was it the same bat that he used to murder? We don't know.
But you had this insane grin on your face.
I did,
too.
yeah. It's terrifying. We did earlier on the regular show today a raise your hand poll. We got to get some answers here to this. We said if you'd ever stolen anything that was over $50. I think one time, I just got there if you combine items. I think I stole on CD Kiss Alive 2. It was a CD box set, and then I stole a T-shirt. It was out of a mall. I was at a mall. And when I was a kid, when I was a punk teenage kid.
That's when mine was too.
Yeah, it was like almost like a sport for me. Like, because it was just like a sleight of hand thing that I would practice. I would go into these stores, kind of knew their security system, and I had my friends, I'd even have them watch me. And they'd go and watch and tell me if you see me steal anything. And then we'd get out and be like, you didn't do it, did you? You chicken out. And I'm like, I pull stuff out. No way. And so that was always just kind of the game of it. And so, I think those two items at the time got over 50, but
I used to go into the Walgreens with my two friends, and both these girls came from families with money. So
it was more of a sport. Remember, even like Winona Ryder was doing that for a while in her youth. Yeah,
I was broke, so I didn't have money to buy anything, but these two girls could have, and we would steal makeup.
Okay.
And makeup's very tiny and easy to conceal. You can put a lot of makeup in a jacket pocket or a pants pocket.
You were pretty edgy back then.
Back then?
Did you wear a leather jacket back then?
I felt bad about it afterwards. And I don't think I ever did it again because I was just like, it's not worth it.
I got caught stealing candy at Winn-Dixie one time out of the Brahms where you take the
Brock's.
Or Brock's, yeah. You take out the candy, you put the money in there. Well, this woman caught me taking some caramel cubes with the cream inside of it.
We're
and
familiar.
She was yelling at me, and then my mom saw this woman yelling at me, and then my mom started yelling at the woman, and I was actually in the wrong.
You might have had to investigate.
But I remember I was probably 5 years old, and that woman yelling at me scared the shit out of me, and I never wanted to.
Okay.
I'll do it.
She did you a favor.
Scared
She did.
straight.
She did. I got scared straight.
Scared straight. Okay, raise your hand if you've ever thrown up on a date. I know several people raised their hand on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Was what happened? Did you have the flu or?
I had the
much.
drinking flu.
Okay.
I don't do well with champagne, and it was New Year's Eve, and me and this girl were kind of like we just started talking, and everyone was getting drunk, and I drank too much champagne, and it just did not settle, and I threw up right in front of her, and we didn't hook up, and it was awful. No kiss at the midnight. A lot of barf.
Believe it or not, I think I've only thrown up one time the night I was drinking.
Really?
And I
Wow.
was in 10th grade, yeah.
That's weird.
Do you remember what it was you were drinking?
I remember part of it. We were out. I remember it started. Was sitting in the back of a pickup truck, which we often did. We were at a barn.
Can this get any more?
It was Logan.
Logan?
It's what we did. Yeah, you were out there, and we had about maybe 8 or 10 pickup trucks. The backs pulled around each other, sitting out at the farm. We were all drinking. We were playing hairband music.
Conley brothers were kicking the shit out of somebody or
Well,
something.
it was set up like an arena. You had the trucks kind of pulled around, so you would drink, and then they'd all descend to the ass-kicking arena, and then
Lord.
we'd have seats, and you just watch hillbillies beat the shit out of each other.
Came here to kick some ass and drink some beer, and we're almost out of beer.
Yes. I remember the first time actually I got sick night of, I drank Genesee Cream Ale.
Oh.
And I think it was Genesee Cream Ale, and I remember I went around the back end of the barn, and I yacked crazy hard. I think it was Mad Dog 2020 that I'd had, and I remember I barfed out my retainer, and I was like, son of a bitch, and I'm looking through cow shit and barf to try to find a retainer, and I never did, and trying to tell my mom that I lost it was the worst thing ever. So...
Yeah, it's rough, man.
That's the ins and outs of partying in Logan, Ohio, my friend.
Ugh,
A lot more outs than ins.
I used to barf a lot early in the game.
Me too.
I just did. I had a little tender tummy.
I did. Oh, because I would drink all that, and then I'm like, I want to eat now. Let's go to IHOP and Denny's.
Yeah, I'm amazed. Yeah, my daughter and her friends, it just seems like they barf a lot.
They do barf a lot.
They do barf a lot,
Yeah, I barfed a lot back in the day, too, and so did my friends.
Yeah.
I don't think your body likes binge drinking.
Well, of course not.
It
Yeah.
rejects it
Well,
until you build up a tolerance.
The weird thing about it, like I've barfed plenty, but it's always the next day, which is actually worse. I would rather barf the night of than the next day, and I wonder what it is about my body where, like, I would wake up, it's say maybe like 4 or 5 in the morning,
And then barf.
and you're just like, oh, I feel terrible. But you're like, but it's worse because you're actually now pretty much sober, but you just feel terrible, and then I would barf all the way until noon. So I've had that plenty.
The watery mouth, and you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
oh, I just want. There's coconut rum. I can never drink again because I had such a bad experience on. I got so sick off this coconut rum. Even now, and we're talking. This was 20 years ago. I'll have something with coconut rum, and I instantly have to stop drinking it.
Was it the boo? Malibu?
It was the Malibu. It ended,
The boo gets you.
It ended with me in the middle of the street, in the middle of a storm, with Bigfoot hugging me. It's gonna be okay.
But it's not going to be okay.
It was not okay.
Raise your hand if you've ever peed in the shower in someone else's house. I'm trying to remember. I think I have, but I think it was like all the way back in college.
I can't help
It was a while
myself.
ago.
As soon as I get in the shower, sometimes I do have to pee.
It's not really that big a deal. If somebody were pissing in my shower, I'd be like, I don't know.
Don't tell my sister, but I definitely pissed in her shower.
Definitely don't say it on a podcast.
And raise your hand if you've ever let somebody tie you up for sexual purposes. We had the photographic proof with Jay Bird, and I think he was the only one that raised his hand on that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think I did too. Yeah, because I remember with that crazy, remember that Janine girl I was telling you about, a Catwoman back in Fresno?
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Nice.
Yeah, she was super hot, and she was a little weird. I kind of like that adventurous stuff. Yeah.
You ever think about her?
No.
Yeah, I do.
No, I think about how banged up she probably looks now because she was living a fast life. And I'm like,
Hopefully she doesn't listen to this podcast.
prove me wrong. Send me a photo. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. It's been.
Can I stalk her? What's her last name?
Yeah, I would love to.
I don't remember her last name. I only remember Janine Catwoman. I remember CATWMN was her license plate.
She probably looks banged up.
Yeah, that's what I think. 'Cause it's been 25 years. I'm like, I wonder how she aged. See, when you get to be over 40, this is now what you think is like people that you went to high school with or whatever. You're like going, because it's surprising. You go back to a reunion, you're like going, wow, they look banged up, but they look great.
I was
And it switches a lot.
I was surprised how many people. I guess I'm not surprised. I just was more amazed how many people porked at the last high school reunion I went to.
Which year was it?
That was the 20 year.
At 20, they were still
Yes.
hitting it. Wow.
People were.
I could see 10, but 20.
People were banging in parking lots, and
Wow.
They were banging at the event.
it just was. I mean, a good amount of people, a lot of banging. I was it was kind of funny.
That's why it's always fascinating because, yeah, I do have that curiosity. That's it. I mean, I don't think about nothing.
People were admitting crushes they had as the night was going on with the drinking. I mean,
That's great.
It was pretty good. That's the night where I go to cash out, and it was I think like a $1,400 bill.
What?
Everybody put their drinks on my tab. Even motherfuckers who didn't go to Gardens.
That's messed up.
Metal Beard Dan said, I pee in every shower I've ever been in.
Well, that's because he's hard AF.
That's right.
He's metal beard.
I'm surprised you didn't put I shit in every shower. Right?
He's that hard.
He's that. That's Metal Beard Dan for you.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
what
about.
I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm actually kind of disappointed you're just peeing. Step it up, Metal Beard Dan.
He's a sweetheart person.
Yes, he is. All right, Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Go grab some. Quarantine yourself with that. Go home, just get buckets of chicken and bird sauce and
Get them corn fritters in you too.
Yeah.
That I think I'm gonna do that today for
They
lunch.
might have one of the best mac and cheeses in the game.
Oh, don't sleep on them sides.
Yeah, they're really good.
okay.
All right. Yeah, I was supposed to read something, but it's
Go
okay.
ahead.
No, I can't find it. I'll read it tomorrow.
No, you won't. There is no chance he reads it
Odds
tomorrow.
are
Yeah, there is.
you will not find it
There's
tomorrow.
close to zero chances you read that tomorrow.
You know me so well.
It's on them. I mean, they sent you an email. Like,
Although they always send him the copy.
They signed me, so it's on them.
All right. Well, you remind Jaber tomorrow he didn't read the copy again. Thank you to Bud's Chicken and Seafood. You have a good day. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.